The surname Garza is a Spanish word that means heron and is of Galician and Basque origin. The Garza surname has a long history, dating back to medieval times when it became prominent in Spanish-speaking countries. The Garza family was known for their military service and loyalty to the crown in medieval Spain. The name is associated with honor, bravery, and chivalry, reflecting the heron's elegance and poise. The surname Galvan has multiple origins, including Irish and Spanish. In Spanish, the surname Galvan comes from the medieval personal name Galbanus, which is derived from the Roman surname Galba. In medieval romances, the name was used as a substitute for the Celtic name Gawain. This association may have contributed to the name's popularity during the Middle Ages. In Irish, the surname Galvan is an anglicized version of the Gaelic name Gilbine, which is made up of the words Gil and Ban. Gil means bright and Ban means white. The name was first recorded in County Clare, Ireland in the 14th century. The name is most common in counties Cork and Kerry, where it is sometimes spelled Galvan. The surname Tapia has multiple origins and meanings. In Spanish, the name comes from the Spanish word tapia, which means mud wall. It was originally used to describe people who lived near or worked with mud walls, which were often used for construction in medieval times. In Jewish Sephardic, the name was adopted by people who converted to Roman Catholicism. Some descendants kept the name after returning to Judaism. Tapia is a habitational name that comes from places in Galicia, Asturias, and Burgos named with Tapia. The Tapia surname is mostly found in Mexico, Chile, and Peru.
The surname Perea has multiple origins, including a Spanish locational name and an Arabic origin. In Spanish, the surname Perea is a Spanish locational name that refers to someone from one of the places in Spain called Perea, such as Alicante, Ciudad Real, Jaén, Badajoz, and Cádiz. The Arabic origin of the surname Perea may also come from the Arabic word Berea, which refers to a homeland in modern-day Jordan. The word was phonetically changed to Perea when it was absorbed into Spanish, as was the case with the word Albuquerque, the city in New Mexico. The surname Perea and its variations, such as Pereira and Pereira, are common in Latin America, especially in Mexico and Brazil. This is due to the Spanish and Portuguese colonization of the New World in the 16th century and later.
The surname Mendez is a common Spanish surname of Germanic origin that has multiple meanings and origins. The patronymic form of the name means son of Mendo, Menendo, or Mem. The names Mendo and Menendo are derived from the medieval name Menendo, which comes from the Visigothic name Hermenegildo. Hermenegildo means complete sacrifice and comes from the Germanic words ermen, meaning whole, entire, and gild, meaning value, sacrifice. The Jewish Sephardic form of the surname was adopted by Sephardic Jews when they converted to Roman Catholicism. Some descendants retained the name after returning to Judaism. The Portuguese form of the surname is Mendes. The surname Mendez is the 39th most common Hispanic surname. The origin of the surname traces to the village of Celanova, Spain. The surname Cordova is a Spanish habitational name that originated in the city of Córdoba, in southern Spain. This is a Spanish locational surname recorded in the spellings of Cordova, Cordoba, Cordobes, Cordos, Cordova, Cordovani, and Curdvani. The city itself is ancient, the name predating known records, and the meaning is uncertain. However, a probable translation is the new place from the Roman Latin cordarius meaning new, and obra, a construction. The Romans occupied most of the Spanish mainland from the 1st century AD until the collapse of their empire in 410. Many Spanish words and names derive from this period, although the surnames did not become hereditary until around the 16th century. In many areas of the country, the name Cordova is associated with the Caliphate of Cordova, a flourishing state in the 8th century. The original bearer of the name Cordova, which is a local surname, once lived, held land, or was born in the beautiful region of Spain. In Spain, hereditary surnames were adopted according to fairly general rules, and during the late Middle Ages, names that were derived from localities became increasingly widespread. Local names originally denoted the proprietorship of the village or estate. The surname Perez is a patronymic name that means son of Pedro or Peter. It has multiple origins and meanings. The Spanish form of the name comes from the Spanish name Pedro, which is derived from the Latin name Petrus, meaning rock or stone. The suffix "es" means descendant of in Spanish. The Jewish form of the name may be a variation of the Sephardic Jewish surname Peretz. Some descendants of Sephardic Jewish families who converted to Roman Catholicism adopted the name Perez and then retained it after returning to Judaism. The name may come from the name of the pear tree, Perel. Perez is a common surname in Spanish-speaking communities worldwide, including Spain, Latin America, and the United States.
The surname Boylan is an anglicized form of the Gaelic name Bawag Helen, which means descendant of Bawagellin. Bawagellin is a diminutive of the name Bowie Th Giel, which is thought to mean foolish pleasure. The name was also used by a sept in Darkry, County Monaghan. The highest concentration of Boylans is in Ireland, followed by the UK, Australia, Canada, and the US. The surname Lopez is a Spanish patronymic that means son of Lope. Lope is a Spanish name that comes from the Latin word lupus, which means wolf. The surname has multiple origins, including as a patronymic and as a surname adopted by Jews who converted to Roman Catholicism. It's one of the most common surnames in Spain, the United States, and globally. In the United States, it's the 12th most common surname. The Portuguese and Galician equivalent is Lopes. The Italian equivalent is Lupo. The French equivalent is Loup or Lou. The Romanian equivalent is Lupu or Lupescu. And the Catalan and Valencian equivalent is Lopes.
The surname Beltran is a Spanish-Italian surname that originated in Italy and is primarily found in the Catalan-speaking regions of Spain and southern France. It is derived from the Germanic words bird, bright, and pram, raven. The name is associated with power, wisdom, and mystery, as the raven is often associated with intelligence and transformation. The surname Roybal is a Hispanic name that originated in Galicia, Spain, and was later brought to the Americas. It is a variation of the Galician name Rubal, which has been used in Galicia since at least the 14th century. The name comes from the hamlet of Rubal and the municipality of Morara, Galicia.
Jaramillo is a Spanish surname with roots in the region of Andalusia in southern Spain. It is derived from the Spanish word jaro, meaning rockrose shrub, and the suffix illo, which is a diminutive. Therefore, the name Jaramillo can be interpreted as little rockrose shrub. This suggests that the original bearers of the name may have lived near a notable rockrose shrub or a field of these shrubs. The family name Jaramillo has various variations across different regions and cultures. In Spain, it is commonly spelled as Jaramillo, derived from the Spanish word jara, meaning rockrose. In Latin America, particularly in countries like Colombia and Ecuador, it is often spelled as Jaramillo as well. In Mexico, however, the name is sometimes spelled as Zaramillo, incorporating the letter X from the indigenous Nahuatl language. Jaramillo is also found in the Philippines, where it was brought by Spanish colonizers during the colonial period.
The Spanish surname Encinas is of noble and ancient descent. It appears to be a surname of topographic origin for someone who lived by a home oak. The name Encinas is originally derived from the Spanish word encina, which in the region of Castile means oak tree. The surname Encinas was first found in the province of Salamanca, in the ancient kingdom of Castile. Early records also show the Encinas family was present in Barcelona and the region of Catalonia. In the early Middle Ages, it may refer to places in the provinces of Salamanca, Valladolid, and Segovia.
Encinas is a Spanish surname that is derived from the word encina, which means home oak in Spanish. The Encinas family name was found in the USA between 1880 and 1920. The most Encinas families were found in USA in 1880. In 1880, there were 50 Encinas families living in New Mexico. This was 100% of all the recorded Encinases in USA.
Lucero is a Spanish surname that comes from the word luz, which means light. It can be used as a nickname and has multiple meanings, including morning or evening star and star or blaze marking on a horse. The surname Lucero was first found in Aragon, an important Christian kingdom of medieval Spain. The Lucero family is also one of the founding families of Santa Fe, New Mexico. They have left their mark on the state in many ways, including at the Los Luceros historic site. In 1880, there were 2,140 Lucero families living in New Mexico, which was about 84% of all the recorded Luceros in the USA.